I put a post up last week on both Facebook and Instagram asking people for what was the worst piece of training advice they'd ever heard. And today some bozo commented on saying use positive reinforcement. That was it. Use positive reinforcement. Not use positive reinforcement training, no other notion of that. A cursory look of this person's profile reveals all the usual suspects of so-called balanced trainers. So the usual prong collar and shock collar brigade. And it got me thinking about what would your life be like, or what would our lives be like without positive reinforcement? So just pause there for a second and think about that. A life without positive reinforcement, and what does that mean? So it means a life without joy, a life without happiness, and a life without play or contentment, and all those other positive emotions that we get. That's what the reality of that means. Now, I don't believe for a second that this clown thinks or doesn't have a life, has a life without positive reinforcement for his dog. If he plays with his dog and pets his dog, he is using positive reinforcement there, whether he likes it or not. Feeding the dog, not necessarily, because you could be keeping the dog in such a state of hunger that when you feed your dog, you're actually using negative reinforcement because you're removing the hunger there rather than actually giving the dog a meal that they enjoy. Okay, so it's a little bit different. But think of a life without, going to the cinema, seeing a sunset, reading a book, watching your favourite television programme, spending time with friends, enjoying this park. All right, so things like that. That is the reality of a life without positive reinforcement. Right, and I don't want that for my dog. I actually want to find ways of building more positive reinforcement experiences or opportunities for my dog and myself in life, because that is what truly leads to happiness, is seeking out opportunities for positive reinforcement, and we can provide that for our dogs. All right, I don't often get a wow comment where it causes me like that. Wow, how utterly ignorant there. But that was one today. All right, much love to you. Oh, before I finish, our Canine Connection Challenge is happening at the beginning of 2026. If you want more details, if you're watching this on Facebook, the link will be below, and if you're watching it on Instagram, send me a message, I'll send you a link for it.